Okay, guys, I can't resist. I have to capture some of this. I'm going to turn the camera around and film something. I was just talking to myself out loud about this idea about 5 minutes ago before I came out here. It's 0847 hours, 0847, 8:47 a.m. and it is June 5th, Friday. Shit, couldn't sleep last night. Not anything bad or nothing. It was just too hot. It's fucking. I'm one of them people with heat. Like heat. I'm hot when I'm cold, so never mind when it's hot and humidity. But I took it well. Like I didn't turn into a freaking Tasmanian devil in my room because of the heat. I couldn't get. I didn't think either. Like I had my winter fucking blanket on the bed. I'm laying like fuck. I'm sticking to it. And anyway, the funny thing, right? I was saying to myself after I had breakfast, and I hear the usual noise from because there's a funeral home that lives across the street from me, and then there's one that's directly next to me to the right. They've been here. This house was here way before they were. Anyway, way before I was alive and stuff. But they're comical. These fucking funeral home people. It used to really piss me off. I'll tell you what it is. It only bothers me because, especially the one next to us, it makes so much fucking noise all the time, useless shit, and it's always like very distracting, to me, and in my delicate sleep patterns or whatever. So anyway, I used to like really get nuts over it, and then I finally, grew up and dropped it, and it is what it is, and decided to have fun with shit that bothers me now instead of letting shit bother me. It's such a better way to go. When you see things for really what they are, it's so much different. Anyway, so, and I noticed I was there and I hear this little weird noise. So I want to show you, but I think as if I don't know if I can switch this around. I think I did that once and fucked up the whole video, and it was like half-assed when it got to one point and it was upside down. So I'm just gonna swivel in a minute and I'll show you. All right, now I'm gonna do it now so you know what I'm talking. All right, I'm gonna turn and you're gonna see the one behind me. Okay, see that funeral home? Okay, all right, let me go over here. I guess a little better. Okay, there's that funeral home, right? Now let's just take a little roguish walk over here, and you're telling I'm filming my tree here. Okay, now here's the other one. Notice the ladder. Notice the painter there. The painter's there. All right, now I can get on with my little thing. It's there. Once I saw it is fun, now it's like funny, really funny to me, because I know what's going on with the two different funeral homes, obviously fucking competing against each other. I mean, I don't know how that happens, why they, whatever. Oh, what does it matter? So it's like, because they're always doing like this needless, unnecessary, ridiculous, beyond obsessive fucking tweaks and uplifts and changes and painting and shift, like just things are perfectly fine, and tearing it up and putting a different one, just like make. And I think I know why. It was like, it really goes beyond. It's like it's almost every day, they're always, not to mention the landscaping shit, that's hilarious, but it's So like I could see them. The one owner over there is like, what the fuck is Reed? What are they doing? What are they got over there? Oh, they're painting. Fuck, I'm calling my painter. And his painter comes over, and this guy goes, you guys like, oh, what the fuck? Oh, he's got. What is he doing? Oh, I'm gonna get one of those. I'm gonna get one of those. Put it. And they try to like probably piss each other off, and they don't. Each one always trying to outdo each other. There's a competition right across the street. I guess that's a good idea because people come to the one funeral and they don't like it, and they just have to walk across the street and see what the other one would charge. I guess I don't know, but so because I'm just thinking like, gosh, these are like grown people fucking dicking around, wasting money on their ego shit. Like, the fucking thing does not need to be painted. There's just... Anyway, the bottom line of the story is, I was thinking of that before, right? And because it was just the ones to the right making noise this morning. And, I came out here and sure about, just not even a minute, and another door opens over there, and boom, painters come out and start throwing things, and now they're starting to paint over there. But they can paint all the time, every day. I don't mind that. That's quiet, But, when they're tearing up their fucking perfectly good driving to paved stones, 7 o'clock on a Saturday morning, flopping them into the dumpster truck. Boom! Boom! Talk bullshit. Boom! I'm at the window, like one of the BB gun, being honest. That's what I thought of, like I'm like, nothing that you'll kill, and something like twice as hard as you throwing it, just like that, Okay, it's Friday. What was I gonna say? All right. I gotta be honest about. Well, this is not being. I don't have to say this stuff, but I want to. I haven't hit a new sleep or lack of sleep milestone, and so I can never, I've had some crazy spells of not sleep. I've had my sleep has been fucked up and destroyed since I was probably about 5 years old. 5 after the eye. Pretty much always just something, some fucking violent horror show fucking terrifying me in front of me, something since I was a kid, and I don't. Okay, so here's I got, and this is true, I'm operating on 1 hour and 40 minutes of sleep. I got, not last night, the night before. And then there's a whole day before that, I think I had 3 hours the night before that. So what I'm saying is like an hour and 45 minutes, I'll say, of sleep in 48 hours. That was at about 5 o'clock this morning. It's over 50-something hours. But that's an odd number. Like I think I've been down lowest 2 or 3 hours in 2 days with no sleep or something like that. I've gone like a week and a half before like really bad time, and still working, driving and doing what I was doing that bullshit job years ago. And I was like getting sleep, maybe a half hour and increments, 3 times in a day, maybe here and there for like a whole week or something like really bizarre. But this is a new one. But here's the trippy thing too, is I feel fine. I really like good, even though I'm spacey. Like there's the one good thing, fun thing about I've noticed and extrapolated out of my life of insomnia and sleep deprivation is if you don't have any other outside bullshit or sources fucking with you in your life and giving you unnecessary problems, it's just you and you're running you and it's all you can enjoy the benefits of the lack of sleep and sleep deprivation, because it really makes things neat. It's like a honest, natural, clean way to get a high. It's it's like better than any drug, because it's natural, But for me, like if I'm in a good mood and and like I do all-nighter or something or 2, I'm able to function and do everything but I feel myself wind down, and even mentally. But right now I can feel my bones, honestly. My body's fucking tired. I'm not lying about that. But my mind is fucking, it's like, hey, let's go, man, we're good, fucking, let's go work on, it's really amazing me. Like, I've never experienced like this, like going, so much lack of sleep and still, like, not being like crabby or nothing, like making things more funny to me, and I come up with the most bizarre ideas and things when I'm sleep deprived. And actually, so I have this outlook on it. I remember one time, I don't know what year it was or what fucking horrible thing I was going through or whatever, was sleep, and I was really losing my mind with it. And then I remember one day I said, fuck it, all right, look, it looks like it's here to stay, my insomnia, until I, perhaps maybe I'll meet a nice, beautiful woman one day, and we'll, then I can sleep. That's the one weird thing, that's weird, I was able to always fall asleep with women easier. I never had that much, like, when I was married, and then girlfriends and stuff after I was divorced. Couple that I was with, and pointless fact. So I honestly really, and here's another sign too, for me anyway. I don't know other people, but with sleep deprivation, first thing is like, my cheeks get flushed. Red, I don't know why, but they do. Just blood pressure or whatever. Hold on a minute. Oh, nice out, kind of gray. So humidity's kind of gone, but but they'll come back. Oh, look at these fucking, if you look at the hedges I did all that yesterday. It was fucking way out there. So I still got more to do. I got a ton of shit to do here. That's the other thing I love about this house. My grandfather's, my grandfather, just because he's dead does not mean this is not his house. And my the fuck word am I looking for? Estimation? Not observation. Anyway, this is always, I refer this as my grandfather's house. Like I said, doesn't matter if he's dead, this is his house. And he bought it, like they got it, I think, right after World War II or something. And family house, but now I'm the one and only one who responsible for the full maintenance of the fortress solitude, I call it. And it was very daunting on me. So I was like, my head up my ass and know what the fuck I'm doing and complaining and all that. But I'm actually really love the amount of work that especially in these months, all the way to like maybe November now. Always constant work to do. I always can go and and it's even better. It's physical. It's good. I mean, you see the size of this place, right? So I feel like I'm with a friend, and I am. I'm with a million friends watching this, right? YouTube. So much. I love YouTube. YouTube is the world's second most used search engine behind Google. So, all right. Yes, last year was the first year I think I did the hedges by myself. My one cousin used to come and do them. But last year I started doing them. And I don't know, I think they came out pretty good. I'll get better and better as I keep doing them. But like, say I finish cutting, but this is a lot of fucking property to maintain, I'm telling you. Right? My grandfather did all the way up. I mean, he was, I think, out here cutting grass and doing this whole property pretty much by himself still when he was like, I think like between 85 and 89 years old or something. And then I think, I know when he was 90, he wasn't out here really doing that much at all anymore outside, but up until he 90, I know he was out cutting the grass, still doing stuff, and he always worked this property, his whole life too. So it's kind of get honor out of it, like it's, but what's awesome too is it's a lot of work, and it's up to me and my pace, how I want my time, everything. And see, look at all of this, the size of this. There's the thinking tree. This is maybe a good day I could finally show the thinking tree without the sun glaring and everything. So, and then the grass grows fucking quick, so I'm like, so it's a lot of good physical, and I need that physical outlet. I don't care, say if I, won the lotto or something tomorrow, and I, had 10 fucking $1 million and all that shit. Or I write a best-selling book or something, and you can have a living in an office and all this. I still need something physical. Why? Because I'm an animal, and it gets the excess energy. It's something good to put against. I've noticed that finally. Like, yes, labor is good. Yeah, my labor, I do it on myself, not someone cracking a whip on me or some bullshit. But for me, I benefit from that. Like, I could never, ever, ever survive sitting behind a desk or something like that somewhere. I don't care how much money you fucking give me. There's no amount of money to waste my life away. I'm not saying for anyone else, just for me. I could not handle that. Literally, I could not. This is what I'm so blessed. I have all this work place to maintain. And here's the garage, man. This was like my first little studio last year in the spring when I started making the videos. I had it in there, and I was going to hook that up really cool this year. Keep working on it, but I love the thinking tree, man. Isn't it awesome? All right, here's my ab thing. I'll hang this here, and here, let me do some little training out here. I do this all the time, especially when I get a chance. If I'm like on an all-nighter or no sleep or something. Train the reflex body in any condition, not just train when you're okay, so. And this thing is fucking solid. This is not a speed bag. Right, this is something different. This thing is solid. If this hits you just going this fast, That's your head. I bet it could knock you out easily. Depending on where it hits you in the head. Easily. I don't know, it's about 10 pounds easy. You know, and it's solid. I love it. I found this at one place where I was doing that property job a few years ago. Just as the last hooked up and other thing, and it was fucking like it was waiting for me. Oh, I'm fucking off as hell right now. Sorry, I did a couple, but I could feel it. Like I could feel a thing. Like wouldn't get knocked out on camera. Fucking I don't fucking stop doing it. But that would be kind of good to catch, right? Live. So there's always something to do. I'm happy. So I got my power washer up last year. I remember that there used to be a swing there. Me and my fucking memory, man. Oh, it was probably like, I was like, in the beginning, like kindergarten before or something. There's 2 marks up there. And it's rope and a cool swing. I gotta lay down so I get some sleep. But fuck it, I'm tired of that though. I don't do that, man. I don't care how many days I don't sleep. If I don't, like, boom, no more of the days where go there like a fucking neurotic fucking, I must get sleep, I need to get there, I'm gonna die, I gotta get to sleep. And then sit there and toss and turn in the fucking bedroom and in the bed and get all fucking crazy and, and make it worse. No, I have 2 options I do now. I either get up and just do something and wait for sleep to come whenever and put out of my mind, or I invented something, I call it ninja sleep. I remember, seriously, this is really a lot of shit in here now, but you'll see in a week or 2 or whenever I'll have this like a lot of cleared out, and I'll make this a really cool summer hangout. There's my power washer. What was I saying? What was I saying? See, that's the thing I hate about the sleep. The worst thing is sleep shit makes me bad fucking memory. Fuck. Yeah, so my plan for tonight is I want to read that whole 2001 journal, because just reading those couple last night the other night was really fun. But for some reason I was like thinking of, after I was talking about the lawnmower thing when I fucking cut my tip of my finger off, I was like, yeah, and then all these other fucking spectacular, intense fucking head injuries I've gotten in my life just started popping up. Like, and I should write them all down, and that's pretty impressive. I remember the first one that I remember, I was, again, 4 or 5 years old, right around kindergarten time, right around the year I lost my eye. I don't know why do I get so hung up on the exact numbers of the days and years and that? Around 4 to 7. No, definitely not 7. Or maybe up to first grade age. Okay. I was outside playing baseball with the other kids in the little projects we lived in down there at the Kearney, at the other end of Kearney. And there was a aluminum baseball bat company that was right across from the projects down there, the Kearney projects. So everyone who lived in the project thing down there, I was going when it's so oppressive. It's just like these fucking blocks, square red blocks, and so oppressive to stuff people, and it's just, I didn't know it then, but like now I see it, like, damn, it's so depressing to look at. Like, they fucking put people in there? Are they like, oh, it's... Anyway, so I was playing baseball, again, nobody watching me or nothing. Like, see, that's, I guess I'm a parent now, I know. But anyway, so I was, I'm there with the other guys. I don't know if they did this on purpose to me now or not. But so I'm catching, right, behind the kid, and he has an aluminum baseball bat. He swings, he misses, continues swinging. Next thing I know, I kind of remember just seeing like a flash. Boom! He hit me full, flush on with his aluminum baseball bat in his swing, and I remember I kind of like the flash, and I remember not any pain, or I remember like shock, like fuck, like I knew, like, again, very bad. Just boom, I knocked out. Obviously, it was first time being knocked unconscious at 4 or 5 or 6 years old with an aluminum baseball bat to the head, straight flush. They said, I remember too much stuff, but if I at least I remember, I only get it out. Like when I got hit, like when his bat, like when someone misses the swing, right? So it goes around. So I must have been here, and I must have like went. And boom! I caught it. Fucking, I can't believe I didn't kill me, or anything. But I remember the next thing. I woke up. I was across the whole yard, like the yard thing between the buildings. I was in front of the one where I lived, my mom, and she was holding me. I was in her lap or something, like ice or. And I remember now, like, still, I could like go remember, like right now. I had a bump that came out of my fucking head. That was like, seriously, like 2 golf balls or something. And then I was like, what about all the other head injuries I've had, dynamic head injuries? You see this scar here? My skull is dented too from this scar. That's a whole story there. That was 18, I think it was, down Wildwood. Friends, I got hit with a steel door that opened up into the crowd with no doorknob on it. And I was walking up the ramps with my friends and these girls, and I was looking at this other girl from the hotel we were with. She was going back to it, and I really liked her. And I'm walking up the ramp, and the door opens. A gust of ocean wind on the boardwalk catches one of those huge fucking metal doors that you could, like, width of 2 doors, and they're high, from like the arcade, and it's like right there on the ocean on the boardwalk. Opens up into the crowd. I'm walking this way, and as I turn, the fucking wind catches the metal door. Boom! Bashes me, right? Now, again, I remember this clear. Again, for some reason, I did not feel it. I did not feel it. There's no pain. I did not feel the pain. I saw the flash, the bang. Everyone saw it, I swear to God. In a nanosecond, I was not concerned about myself at all because, again, I didn't feel it. I went into instant embarrassment mode because I'm looking at the girl, and now I think she was looking. A lot of people saw it or heard it or whatever, and for something just like, and I'm like trying to keep walking, like, oh, nothing happened, I'm like, nothing happened. I'm like, all right, and I'm like, okay, I'm like, really, because I wasn't dizzy or nothing. I'm like, fuck, I was so embarrassed. That's what I was, and then I got like 5 more steps or something, and one of the girls that we were staying with, actually, Gail, I remember her. She was really cool. She liked me. I was kind of with her that weekend down there at that hotel. But, we weren't boyfriend, girlfriend, we just, like, here and there, whatever. But, so it was cool. And she looks at me, and she starts crying, screaming, like, oh, my God. And I'm like, what? And then I went, and then the boardwalk, down in Wildwood, this was, and there's so many people around. I'm like, I look in like cause I wanted to get away. I didn't want that girl, the old hot girl that I liked that just came into the thing, was like 24. So I was like exotic. She was really pretty, like, too, and she liked me. It was weird. Even after that, so. And then I look in the arcade mirror, and this fucking head wound. So this was gushing like a lava. And I'm like, fuck, I didn't, I was so mad because then the anger started kicking in. I'm so mad because it fucking, I like fucking made me. I felt so embarrassed and stupid in front of the hot 24-year-old chick that I was looking at, and when I turned and the thing hit me, for the girl Gail, who I was with we were all me, Victor, Gail, a few other people. Sherry, you were there. You remember that? I forget who else. And they're like, "Oh, go make a report, go please." And I was like, something flashed through, like, you could sue, Jason. You could get money and deserve money. Like, 'cause there was no doorknob. You didn't even know it was a fucking door. It was just like, so it's had to be such a violation, opening into the way of fucking people walking with ocean wind right there, the ocean, Atlantic Ocean, maybe 200 yards away. You know what the boy did? I made my decision about calling the cops and shit and compensated and all that and doing a suit in about 5 seconds. I thought about it, and it's one of the things, like, it would be definite. I knew it. But even back then, so I didn't give a fuck about money. I'm 18. I should have, obviously, but no, I'm like, it's going to ruin my chance for meeting that girl. Fuck, no, let's go, guys. Come on. We went back, and she helped me hold it for a little while. And then later on that night, I did end up meeting up with that girl I was looking at, and she liked me too a lot. And we went to the beach that night, and it's going to be a great night. We out on the beach, me and her, sleeping, and nothing happened because we had to spend the whole night. She spent the whole night holding the fucking thing on my head to, stop so I wouldn't bleed all over the fucking beach and everything. And the whole night was me in her lap, cool talking, and this thing never stopped bleeding. So I did end up getting a cool scar out of it, and it dented my skull. Like, if you run your hand over finger, you can feel the divot, So it was a hard shot, man. And I got this cool scar and that little story, and there's a lot of stories from that, but I won't. All right, more fantastic, spectacular traumatic head injuries for Jason. This one is okay. This was about 2013 or 14, somewhere around there. I was working at Cargo Force down in South Kearney, and it's like a trucking place for See if I'm saying things to sleep, but I'm keeping this pretty close. It's not too out of hand for the lack of sleep. All right, wait, I'm starting to get a little sweaty now, and now I have to finish. I want to finish this tale of the spectacular head injuries and shots to my head, my titanium skull. But I'm sweating my ass off. I'm starting to sweat. I think, is that because I'm talking, getting excited, having fun, reliving those things. Oh, I love this. These. My daughter's got me these last year, or was it the year before? And it's Brielle, Haley, Jason, and the other one is the team. That's what we call ourselves together post-divorce. They had their mom and their new life and stuff, and then it's just still us, the team. So I love these. So no, I'm not in the army or any fucking thing like that. All right, so this other injury. And what we did, it was like I was a postal contractor, independent postal contractor. It was really good money, fucking killer, one of the heaviest jobs, I've ever worked, physical, lifting wise and everything. I was there like 3 years, and this was right when I started though, within the first 6 months or something. I'm in a trailer, and I think we were unloading or loading. Unloading or loading. But we were working in trailer. Unloading and loading. Doesn't fucking matter. And they had forklifts that would drive into the trailers, get the pallets and pull them out. While we're in there, we're not supposed to do that because I'll tell you what, you'll see. So this day, a couple new guys had started. They're only there a couple days, and everyone like, oh fuck, I don't have the thing for, and people just use it. So we get it done, we get the fuck out of here. I didn't care. I don't like the forklift, and new guy, he didn't mind going. I didn't care. But I'm like, fuck, I didn't like driving it. So he jumped on. He was, he was using the other one before, but he was still new. I think so. Anyway, so I'm walking. I'm in the truck, right? The forklift is right behind me here, right? Picture this. Forklift's behind me here. I'm here, like a couple feet above. This is the steel wall to the truck, the container, the 18-wheeler thing we're unloading. And then there was like fucking pallets, and then there was another worker, or maybe two, a little bit deeper in than me, off to the right. And Dave, I remember Dave, he's taking the forklift and doing a thing, but he, when you're driving the forklift, if you don't have a load and you're not doing something, you're not supposed to drive with the forks high. They're supposed to be you're supposed to drive them like 1 or 2 inches off the ground. That's it. Fucking Dave, he's a great guy. I liked him. We were friends the whole time. I was there a couple of years, and so he's got the blades fucking head high, like this high, right? This fucking high, and he's. So I'm standing there, and the blades were like, parallel to my fucking head, and he's doing something. I'm doing something over here. I know it's there. I know it's the way I'm safe there, and I'm working, and all of a sudden, whack! He pulls back with the forklift like this, and like goes to turn back out of the truck, and he forgets the fucking forks are fucking decapitating head high. And Jason's standing there, and so I'm working, and boom, I get fucking bashed in the head with the solid steel fucking forklift things, which if you ever seen them, you know what they are. They're fucking, they'll go through anything. So, bam, I get hit with it. That's the easy part. Pinned up against the wall of the steel wall of the fucking container, the ones that has like little ribbon, like every 12 inches there's like a divot, and it's like that. So pins me. I get bashed with it, pinned up against the fucking metal wall with it. He doesn't know. He like, I'm hit at this point. He's like going like this, backing up. He starts backing up. He's dragging me. So I get dragged about, I don't know, a couple feet, 3 or 4 feet, like fucking into the wall. My head burns in, and they all start screaming. Oh, and he turns, he freaks. I could feel how freaked out he was once he saw what he did to me. And then, all of a sudden I feel it go away, and the pressure goes away. I get released. I drop to the fucking ground. And I remember this now. He's reenacting it. I remember going on the ground, and I was like, "Fuck, that really." I'm probably really fucked up. I thought in my head, like, that was fucked up. Again, it really didn't hurt. I swear, I'm not making it up. And there was really no blood at first. So boom, I'm down. And again, and this time, I'm 39 years old, or 40 or 38, or, 41 or 2, like that area. And I dropped it, and I'm there in the truck with just these guys I'm working with, no girls and women. I'm on the beach, and that embarrassment feeling comes over me, and I didn't even this is like something internal. I have no control over this. And I remember for a brief moment, I was like not a brief moment, I'm like, I was embarrassed, and I as usual, just try to shake it off. Just got like fucking shot in the arm with a fucking shotgun or something. I was like, yeah, no, it's just itchy, I'll be all right. I just need a Band-Aid or something, like that kind of thinking. And I remember looking at the ground and not seeing blood, not feeling blood. Like, okay, maybe it's not that bad. And then I stand up, and I'm like, all right, everyone's looking at me, And I'm looking at Dave's like, oh, I'm so sorry. He's freaking, and I knew it wasn't on purpose or nothing. 1,000%. I could feel it. I knew it. I was pissed, but I knew it wasn't intentional. Again, I could have sued that too. But I didn't. Anyway, so I tried shaking it off again and going right back to work seconds later. And I'm working, and then I remember my supervisor's father there, because he was working in the trucks. His son was a supervisor running it, was paid great. But, he was really cool. And he came over to me, and he's like, Jason, stop, you can't work. I'm like, no, I'm right. He's like, no, you have blood coming out of your ears. I said, what? That's a new one. And I put my finger in my ear. I was like, oh, fuck. And I started getting pissed. And then I remember walking out into the office and got a couple days off. I was fucking happy. You know what? All right, is there any other traumatic? Yeah, here's one. 40 minutes. I got hit in the head with a fucking rock about like the size of a D battery or something, but at almost point blank range from the fucking super arm pitcher with my best friends when I was young, like probably 8th grade or 7th grade or something, maybe more, I don't know, 10th grade, 9th, I don't know, but I was probably maybe around 13 or 12, and we were throwing rocks, me and my friend Paul, we were throwing rocks down on an oval off of the fucking train track things, that shit. And so Paul was behind me picking those big fucking blue square pointy fucking jagged rocks they have like around the railroad tracks that are some good size. You could like fucking kill a fucking cat with it or something, like they're nasty. And so I'm kneeling and he's behind me and he's winding up. He was strong too. He tried out for Chicago White Sox, just like a lefty, a pitcher. He's great, super natural baseball guy, and he was lefty and he really had a fucking arm. And so I got hit point blank. So he threw it, and the couple, maybe 2 or 3 feet, and I think I stood up or something into it, and I hit the trajectory of the rock. And I just remember Paul saying, ooh, and again, another head was, and he was cool, Paul. He took his shirt off right away, wrapped it up, he fucking tied it around my head, and we got out of there. Any other things real quick to my head? Well, I know as soon as I hit stop, now they're fucking coming now to do this fucking place, this landscaping one. They're so obsessive, these guys. That's my cue to stop now, because they annoy me. Because what they do, they overwork it, the job, to draw out the hours to make it more. I know for a fact I could film it, because I've seen the guy out there. I'm like hearing the fucking noise that is like should not be on this earth, that those air things make, the blowers. They got to change them. Anyway, so they usually have 2 or 3 of them, and they're out there like a fucking hour, and I got it's so early, and it's not that big. It's really pretty, nice and good, haha. But that does not take an hour for 3 fucking people to blow off the sidewalk for that, right? And I start watching. Then now they're on my radar. So then I'm watching, them, and like, yeah, I've seen them. I've seen the guys milk like one little section there. They go over it 2-3 times. Go over it there somewhere else. Come back over it. Go over it again. Go over it again. Lawn mower cut over the same spot 4, 5, 6 times. Just drag it out, and so they annoy me. They do. It's obsessive. It's. I'm trying to think of any more spectacular head injuries. Other than the knife to my eye, that's not a head injury. That's more of a maim, right? That's more like being like fucking maimed for life. Christmas Day, 1975. Hey! Got a feeling I'm not tired. After doing this now, I'm up, man. All right, my friends. If I'm smart, I will stop. I will start uploading this right now, go through that bullshit and get it going. Because I notice when I do that, it's good. But whenever I fucking, well, I'll upload the video later, I'll publish it later on, then it fucking hangs over my head like an albatross around my neck and it bothers me. So that's how I like to, whenever I do the video, almost 99% of it, I don't watch it, I don't edit it, I don't do nothing. My all effort, I'll do that once it's up if I need to. All right, bye.